Hello, folks, and welcome to Troy, Montana. My name is Earl Teets, known as the Mountain Man. It really is an honor to be a home business coach and to help people to earn their success as an entrepreneur online. Today, we're going to do a little training that is the combination of both high touch and high tech. They've been teaching it for a few years now. You need to understand that when you can combine the two, that's when you put the odds the most to your favor. And it's kind of crucial to understand what is the difference between high tech and high touch. How can you utilize both of them? And if you were going to do one or the other, what kind of outcome would you expect to see? A lot of people don't know this, and they get frustrated when they hear the cost of doing business. Well, a lot of people want to utilize the internet and to be able to get several connections fast, build a list really quickly, but really it's not about the speed of your list, it's about the relationship that you have with the people on your list. You could have a list of 10 people that could be worth $100,000 a year to you. Do you have enough value to draw those kind of people to you? We're going to show you how to accomplish that right here, because it's a proven fact, folks, that it's not the height of your logic, it's not the best facts that you can throw on a board or on a piece of paper or the really fancy computer presentations that are out there. What it's all about is the ability to help another person get from point A to point B where they want to go. And when you can help them get where they want to go, and they understand that without a shadow of a doubt in their mind, not yours, they will follow you wherever you want to take them. But you have to establish the know, like, and trust. If you don't have know, like, and trust established, the sales are few and far between. Will they happen because you have what the masses need on a huge scale? Absolutely, but it's going to take some time. So let's dive into really what that's all about. For those of you watching this video for the first time, solutionswillprofit.com was brought to you by the Servants Team Ministry Outreach. I'm the founder of the Ministry Outreach, and we saw a need for the market to be able to bring you professional coaching that would allow you the education to be able to grab entrepreneurship by the horns and take off running with it and actually create your own success. Most online business coaches can charge you anywhere from $500 to $1,500 to up to $5,000 per hour for their time. I bill my time out on a professional scale at $500 per hour. When you understand what to do, it really gives you a lot of value in this industry. So the more value you can share with others, the more you'll draw the ones to you that you're wanting to do business with. And how will you do that? Well, we're going to talk about that right here. See, high touch is old school. Forming those relationships with people that's crucial to your success as an entrepreneur. High tech is all new school. I don't want to use my telephone. I don't want to go out to public meetings. All I want to do is pay for people to click on my websites, let them see solutions to the problems that they're having, and have them take action. Well, that's going to happen. We understand the age of technology, but you got to go through a lot more numbers to make it happen that random. So a high-tech way to look at it is you're going to have about 2 steps. You're going to connect with them on the internet. They're going to see something that they want. They're going to click on the link because you weren't there in person on the phone or in front of them in any way, shape, or form. They went to the internet, they saw a link, and they clicked on it. That's your form of connection. And it's connected to a sales funnel that's connected to you. And that funnel shows them, first it traps their email address and phone number, or just their email address, either one, puts it on your email list, so it captures that information for you, and then it drips the information through the sales page. Sometimes they see it on the first email, sometimes they don't. It's really a process. Remember, Zig Ziglar says that 80% of all transactions take place on the 5th attempt. And 90% of all salespeople fail to even ask for the order 3 times. So when you understand that simple process in itself and recognize that that's what it is a process, master the art of going through that process, it becomes a daily habit, a way of life, and that is a habit to profit that you can do on a daily basis. If you're paying for your clicks and you want to see 1 or 2 sales, how many sales can I expect per click is one of the most common questions I hear on the internet today. And realistically speaking, figure 1 or 2 sales with 1,000 clicks. Really? 1 to 2 sales with 1,000 clicks. Some things convert better than others, but that's your average, okay? So 1,500 clicks if you're going to Google, Facebook, or Yahoo. From what I understand, the way the advertising's done on those social networks, you have an average between $8 and $15 a click. So looking at $12 a click, that's $18,000 that somebody spends as a professional entrepreneur to use high tech to be able to get 1,500 clicks in 1 single month. That's $18,000 that they spend. So why is traffic authority our number 1 solution as far as a trend on the internet? Because traffic authority was ranked number 1 by MLM rankings. And when you look at the bottom line, 1,500 clicks with traffic authority is about $1,500. That saves you $16,500 as an entrepreneur. So think about what I'm saying. Those that use the high-tech methods can save a lot of money. All they need to realize is traffic authority is the real thing. When they click on the links to who we are, that works. But when you add your personality to it and add the high-touch, old-school methods to the high-tech, now you can convert these sales to a lot higher conversions from 1 or 2 sales out of 1,000 clicks. And depending on how much money you got on the bank, depends on how much traffic you can buy to automate the process of taking somebody through the presentation of what you have to solve the market problems with that is profitable for you as an entrepreneur. So think about what I'm saying. It really is a simple process. Now let's dive into the old school and really figure out how are we going to make this happen. Well, we're going to look at success leaves clues again, right? History is full of that. So when we see the proven trail to success, how was it done on an old school fashion? Folks, it was done on 5 hours a day, part-time efforts, 5 days per week. And this was way back in the old school days when we were drawing circles on the board. George gets Bill, and Bill gets Jim, and Sally gets Susie, and my gosh, we're going to make $1 million. You seen that before? Well, there's a lot of reality in the person-to-person contact. We can make fun of it, but the bottom line is when they know, like, and trust, they buy. So when you have the ability to communicate for real and meet a person on their needs, what do I mean? Well, we're not going to sell them a business opportunity like the 97% who attempt to earn in this industry and fail, or the 95% of the companies started now on the ground floor that are going to fail within 6 months, maybe a straggler 2 to 3 years. We're not going to practice the habits those failure rates are so high with. And that's the things those people teach. We're going to do what the 3% do. We're going to take the time to treat people like people. How do we do that? We lead with love, care, truth, integrity. If we say we're going to do something, we do what we say we're going to do. We schedule our actions to profits daily, just exactly like we would if we had a job, right? We're just going to schedule our actions to profits, no different. 5 hours a day, 5 days a week, right? That's 25 hours a week, so we're part-time. What are we going to do? Well, we're going to be able to do an online chat, in-person talk, over the phone, or text with the smartphones. Either way, we're going to connect with these people. What are we going to do? We're going to compliment them when we connect with them because we're talking to them over the phone. We're having a live online chat with them, or we're texting. So we're going to compliment them. We're going to create a desire in them to want to see the solution that we have to offer them that's going to save them monthly operation expenses, potentially hundreds to thousands of dollars per month, like we showed you here with TA, right? So we're showing them the truth. We're going to show them how we can show them a solution to a problem that they're facing. It might be more time with the family that they want. It might be more money in the budget that they want. We're going to create a desire in them to want to see the solution to that. We're going to, next step number 3, we're going to control the time that we let them see that information. We're guiding them to where they want to go. But we've only got so much time in a day to help so many people. So when we have that time available for them as a coach, it's important that we teach them to schedule their events just like they would schedule an event for an employer if they were an employee. And if you don't show up on time and you don't do what you're supposed to do, you get fired. So you take it that serious in entrepreneurship. And as you take it that serious in entrepreneurship, you'll see that your results will start to elevate with your efforts. Why? When you expect professionalism, it comes to you. So think about what I'm saying here. What are we going to do? We're going to control the time. How do we do that? I've got 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock available. I have Monday or Tuesday available. I have Thursday or Wednesday. Which time's best for you? We're going to set the time to show them that solution. When you got 20 minutes in front of your computer with no interruptions. Great. Let's take a look at this website, solutionswillprofit.org. After 20 minutes, you call them at the scheduled time, you give them that website, tell them not to click on any links if it isn't your website, and just see the information that's there. And then you're going to get them to commit to what? Taking an action with their solution. Do you see how that is? We're looking at the 4 C's here. We're going to compliment them on something we know about them because we've had a conversation with them. We're going to create a desire within them to want to see a solution to more monthly money and less operating expenses for more profits. And when we can show them how to multiply profits on the actions they're taking now, they kind of enjoy that. Just makes sense. So you're gonna control the time to show them that you're a professional, and they're looking at a way to act like a professional as your student, because your prospect is always your student in training that will soon become your teacher. So think about what I'm saying. They're gonna do what they see you doing, and you can't be doing something so complicated that they can't figure out how to do it. So remember these 4 C's: compliment, create, control. We're going to commit to that time. When do you got 20 minutes in front of your computer with no interruptions? I've got A or B available. Which one fits your schedule best? So you're going to set that appointment. So when you do this, the odds are 2 out of 3 of doing this 10 times with a live person is what's going to happen for a sales transaction. As opposed to high touch, the technology way, we got to do 1,000 clicks to hit 1 or 2 sales. Do you have the money in the budget to go high touch? Think about what I'm saying. So it's best to do both if you can afford to do both. Why not tackle more market share with your efforts? But when you can do both, they come in off your high touch methods. You've got the email list there. Now you're going to connect with them and actually have a phone conversation with them. You'll be able to convert these sales even more, and that's how you take it to the next level as a professional working for your success rather than expecting something for nothing, because that never produces any success. So what we're going to do is we're going to treat our people like they matter. When we're on the phone with them, our job isn't to create a need, show them a solution, and close them. We're not selling them. We're guiding them where they want to go. They've got a problem. We have the solution. It's that simple. It really is. And when they see that you have a passion to help them solve their problem, and that passion is sincere, they'll follow you when they know for a fact that you know where you're going. The other guy on the internet, he don't know where he's going. Neither does she. You see what I'm saying? You do. That's the difference. It's a combination of old school and new school, folks. So what are we going to do? We're going to ask questions about them. What is it that makes you want to have a home business in the first place? How many times have you tried a home business in the past? What is it that you felt stopped you from achieving the success that was in your heart to begin that journey in the first place? So you're asking these kind of questions. They're sharing their problem with you. And now that we've isolated what the problem is, if I could show you how to accomplish what you once had in your heart by taking all the hard parts out and showing you a process that's actually proven to work, this would put more time with you and your family for enjoyment of enjoying your family, and it would put a lot more money in your pocket to do that with. That's something that makes sense, isn't it? Yeah. Would Thursday or Tuesday at 8 o'clock be better for you then? You see how that is? I didn't have nothing magic up my sleeves. I didn't have to have the magic key phrase, did I? I treated you like a human being. I asked you questions. I listened for a problem. I asked for permission. What time is better for you, A or B? Permission to do what? I'm going to demonstrate the solution at that time. Did you say that you had at least 5 hours a day part-time that you could commit to your home business endeavors as long as you're trying to hit at least $10,000 in earnings, say by the end of your first work quarter? Is that kind of what you had in mind? Is that what you're really searching for? Well, yeah. And you do know that that's not something that just falls out of the sky. We're going to have to work to accomplish that, right? Yeah. So you can commit to that kind of level? Well, sure. Great. Let me show you how that works. We're going to connect with 25 people a day, and we're going to set 5 appointments for a proper exposure of the business opportunity. And from there, we're going to have 125 exposures a month completed, and 375 times it's done in a work quarter. We made 1,500 contacts to make those 375 happen. We actually failed completely 1,025 times to gain 100 customers and 20 business builders. So it's a really simple process that's been proven for over 40 years. These are about what the average actions to profits were. And when you understand that path, whether they got 1 hour a day or 5 hours a day, you can utilize these kind of numbers to direct them exactly where they want to go. How are we going to do it? Well, we recognize that every website needs traffic. So let's start with trend 1. I mean, if we're looking at high tech and the savings is over 16,000 on 1,500 clicks, which is the modern day technology way to get that many leads in one work quarter that we can follow up with on a daily basis with our email list. So they do what? They know, like, and trust us, and it allows us to tackle that market share, work with integrity. And what did we do? We let our actions lead. We showed our prospects that we knew how to take them where they wanted to go. We created value in those people and showed them that they mattered to us. In return, they duplicated those efforts. In return, we have a team that is profiting. So here we've shown you a little less than 20 minutes of more solutions that will profit. I hope you enjoyed our training for this week. It really is a blessing to help people to the success they deserve. When you put people first over the plan, the money follows the actions. God bless you. Thanks for taking time to see the truth that can set you free. Come join us.